150 Subspecial Jerry X the Slime from Genshin Impact by Kevoonio. Disclaimer: based on a true story. Reading this for too long will make you schizophrenic. Chapter 1: American Spirit. It was a normal Tuesday afternoon, and Jerry was chilling outside in Canada. Jerry was just your average Joe, living paycheck to paycheck in a rusty, worn-down apartment building. Jerry turned on the television, as he always does, and saw that Canada was being invaded by America. "We're taking Canada and killing all the Canadians!" Sir American Man the 27th yelled. This worried Jerry a little bit, except it didn't because he was secretly an American spy. He took this as a message to plant the 500 secret bombs he hid in his apartment. But then, the slime from Genshin Impact appeared in front of him from a portal and punched him in the face. Jerry realized Canada was working with the slime from Genshin Impact. The slime was a Canadian spy who was in Canada for some reason. That doesn't really make sense. Why is the Canadian spy in Canada? "How'd you know I'd be here, slime from Genshin Impact?" Jerry yelled towards the little slime creature. The slime from Genshin Impact's beautiful white orbs looked at Jerry. It felt like it pierced through Jerry's soul. "Stop looking at me like that, slime from Genshin Impact!" Jerry screamed. "It was never meant to be!" The truth is, Jerry used to be friends with the slime from Genshin Impact before the Time Wars. It happened when the Americans invaded Canada for the 17th time. Chapter 2: 272 years earlier. It was December 13th, 2947, and America decided to invade Canada for the 17th time. The news stations on the televisions roared when Sir American Man the 17th declared that they would secretly invade Canada. The problem is, they announced it on public television! Canada hired the slime from Genshin Impact to go into America and blow them up with 500 bombs. This is why Jerry tried to bomb Canada in the future, by the way. But the thing is, Jerry met the slime from Genshin Impact on a train to Russia. There they bonded, not knowing they were spies from the countries they were supposed to be spying on. They went to ice cream shops, cafes, tea shops, more cafes, met Sonic and Knuckles, went to more cafes, and committed crimes together, all on the day that they met. They thought they were unstoppable and that their bonds would never break, but Jerry fell in love with the slime from Genshin Impact. This made Sir American Man the 17th personally send a message telling Jerry that the slime from Genshin Impact was a Canadian spy! Jerry couldn't believe it, and so Jerry left the slime from Genshin Impact on a train to Russia without telling them he was leaving. When the slime from Genshin Impact woke up on the train to Russia, Jerry was gone. Jerry went on to bomb Canada! The slime from Genshin Impact found out that Jerry was the one who bombed Canada, but the slime from Genshin Impact didn't care. The slime from Genshin Impact was in love with Jerry too! But Jerry didn't know and left the slime from Genshin Impact alone on the train. Chapter 3: The Plan. "Why do you never leave me be, slime from Genshin Impact? Everywhere I go, I see you, even when I'm sleeping, in my dreams! Please just leave me be! Sir American Man the 27th will never allow it!" Jerry screamed at the slime from Genshin Impact. If Jerry didn't bomb Canada because he fell in love with the slime, Sir American Man would send Jerry back in time to fight in the Time Wars against Sonic and Knuckles. But the truth is, Jerry didn't care about any of that. Jerry would risk having to go back in time to fight against Sonic and Knuckles in the Time Wars if he could make memories and spend time with the slime from Genshin Impact. But what about the slime from Genshin Impact's future? If he did this, the slime from Genshin Impact would be killed by the Canadians in time Jean-Pierre Polnareff. I'm sorry, slime from Genshin Impact. I loved you, but it can't be. We can't be together. Think about Canada. We were never supposed to meet in the first place. I'm a spy from America. You're a spy from Canada, Jerry calmly told the slime from Genshin Impact, holding back his tears. The slime from Genshin Impact swayed towards Jerry, making a little blurp sound. It was reassuring Jerry, telling him that love transcends the Time Wars. Jerry, hearing this, started crying. He wished he could go back in time to stop himself and the slime from Genshin Impact from becoming spies, so they could live out their lives together. That's when he thought of a genius idea. He would go back in time to fight in the Time Wars against Sonic and Knuckles, but instead of fighting, he would find his past self and the past slime from Genshin Impact to stop them from becoming spies, then go back to the present. It was genius. Chapter 4: Back to the Past. To get Sir American Man the 27th to send Jerry back in time to fight in the Time Wars against Sonic and Knuckles, he would have to kiss the slime from Genshin Impact. Jerry looked at the slime from Genshin Impact's glowing white orbs. He moved towards the slime from Genshin Impact and brushed his hand against the slime from Genshin Impact. He leaned in and kissed the slime from Genshin Impact's head. Both blushing, he waited for Sir American Man the 27th to call him. Ring, ring! It was him. He answered the call and, "What the hell are you doing? And why isn't Canada bombed yet? And why the hell are you kissing slimes? Bro, that's weird as hell. You know what? I'm sending you back in time to fight in the Time Wars against Sonic and Knuckles. See you, loser!" A portal opened and sucked Jerry through. "Goodbye, slime from Genshin Impact. I'll see you in the future. I guess for you it'll be the present." But the slime from Genshin Impact had other ideas. It jumped through the portal with him. "What are you doing?" Jerry screamed, but he realized the slime from Genshin Impact didn't want to be separated from Jerry. Jerry blushed and held onto the slime from Genshin Impact, both sweating. Chapter 5: The Time Wars. They both landed in the past, in a massive green field. "Where are we, slime from Genshin Impact?" Jerry asked, rubbing his head from the fall. They both looked around and saw Sonic and Knuckles making out in public next to a field of corpses. "There's Sonic and Knuckles. Do we really have to fight them, though? They look so in love. It kind of reminds me of us." He blushed and looked towards the slime from Genshin Impact. It nuzzled against him, giving him confidence. "No, we don't have to fight Sonic and Knuckles. We have to just find our past selves and stop us from becoming spies." But then Sonic and Knuckles saw Jerry and the slime from Genshin Impact. "Who are you?" Sonic exclaimed. "Not more people. Are you guys with Time Jean-Pierre Polnareff too?" Knuckles yelled. "No, we're just looking for someone named Jerry and someone named the slime from Genshin Impact," Jerry yelled back. "I don't know anybody by that name," Sonic replied. Then, Shrek from the hit DreamWorks franchise Shrek came out of his swamp. "Shut the hell up and get out of my swamp, holy!" Jerry then had a great idea. "Shrek, we will give you the funds to make Shrek 5 if you tell us where Jerry and the slime from Genshin Impact are." "Funds, eh? Alright, I'll tell you. They're in Russia." Chapter 6: Russia. Jerry and the slime from Genshin Impact made their way to Russia and found their past selves. "What the? Why do you look just like me?" Past Jerry yelled in shock. "We're you from the future. Look, I know you guys want to become spies, but you don't have to. You guys can stay normal civilians and live out your lives together. In the future, you will have to leave each other." "Okay. I know you might not want to—" "Wait, really? Yeah, I mean, that sounds fair. Okay then." Chapter 7: The Present. They jumped back to the future, but waiting for them was that really annoying child character from Genshin Impact with white hair. I don't know her name. It's Paimon! Screamed that really annoying child character from Genshin Impact with white hair. I don't know her name. Listen here, slime from Genshin Impact. You can't become lovers with that annoying American. Think of Canada! Paimon reasoned. "But we aren't spies anymore. We went back to the past to change it," Jerry yelled back. "So what? The slime from Genshin Impact was born in Canada, and if it doesn't come back, Canada will go extinct." "Does that really matter, though? It's not like Canada's important or anything." "It's important to me. See, back in December 13th, 2947, Canada was bombed. My best friend died or something. I don't know. I haven't played Genshin Impact. I mean, oh yeah, that's when my best friend died." "Oh yeah, that was my bad." "That's why slime from Genshin Impact. You can't stay with him. He's dangerous." "But I'm a changed man. I'll never bomb Canada again." "That's a lie. I just bombed Canada." "What?" "And I just shot you with a gun, and you died." "Holy shit, you're right. I'm bleeding to death, whoa." Paimon proceeded to drop to the floor and die. "We did it, slime from Genshin Impact. We defeated the Canadians." The slime from Genshin Impact then started to bust a move and started hitting the most sick dance moves anyone has ever seen. They embraced each other and gave each other a kiss before watching the sunset. Then Jerry woke up. Chapter 69: Don't Gamble. The truth is, Jerry was not an American spy. The slime from Genshin Impact did not exist in real life. Jerry was a 40-year-old Genshin Impact player with a crippling addiction to it. He spent millions of real-life dollars gambling for a 5-star character. He spent so much time playing it that he lost all of his friends and money and hair. He became schizophrenic and started hearing voices. I, the author, was one of those voices. When he went to sleep one day, I told him this entire story, gaslighting him into thinking it was real. Now he believes he is married to the slime from Genshin Impact. This was my ultimate troll on Jerry. That is why you shouldn't gamble, kids. If you see him outside, tell him Sir American Man the 27th is coming for him to make him fight in the Time Wars. He will go crazy, Lamau. It'd be pretty funny. And it's, why'd you read all this? What the hell is wrong with you, Lamau? The end. Future Kevoonio here. I don't know why you listened to all that, but like, thanks for watching, I guess. We wrote this fanfiction and read other fanfiction live. So subscribe with notifications to never miss another stream, just in case we do any funny stuff like this in the future. Um, yeah, the VOD's still up if you want to watch the live stream. It's like 4 hours, I think. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Yep. Yeah.